Hey, what is up guys, Origin Gamer here today, coming at you with a video of Summoner's War. Now, for those of you who don't know what Summoner's War is, it is a free-to-play mobile RPG game. Apparently at the moment, the recording is, well, the thing lags in game, so that's wonderful. But if you guys don't know what Summoner's War is, like I said, it's a free mobile RPG game. You get like a bunch of monsters and everything, and like you can level up monsters, you can evolve them. You can just collect so many monsters and you power them up like via runes and stuff, and I'll kind of like go over like what I've designed them for, and so on. Just kind of show you guys like a general basis of Summoner's War. So obviously everything. I'll just go over the basic details. So it requires you have energy, which is the lightning bolt dudes up here. You've got the little wing thing under it. That is your arena points. You spend those to battle in the arena. And then you have these blue gems under it. That is your mana. And then under that you have crystals. Crystals can be used to refill energy. They can be used to summon monsters. Be used to actually buy mana. Stuff like that. So that's that. And my phone just beeped, rang for some reason. I don't know why. But if we go onto this little pad here, to this little guy, this is your summon pad. So this summon pad will show you all the options you have available to summon from. You have unknown scrolls, which unknown scrolls only get you 1 to 3 star monsters. Mystical scrolls get you 3 to 5. Mystical summon using your crystals is 3 to 5. Social summons, I haven't done any of these today, so why not? Oh, we got an elemental. Whoop-de freaking do. A ghost, that's the best monster ever. We've got Sandman. No, go kill yourself. A horned frog. Now that is something I really wanted to actually work on for some time, like when I was a noob with this game. I was like, oh, I want to work on a frog. Well, you don't get to. You don't get to. So, there's your majority of summon types. You have exclusive summons, which can get you like really strong 5 star monsters. And the stars are like the grade and the power level of the monsters. Like you can get a dragon. But that's the general basis of like how to do that. Then you have your little fusion Meteor here. Shows you everything that you need to do your fusions. What you can fuse for. You got a Phoenix. You get a Valkyrie. Ifrit. So much stuff. And then all the monsters. Uh, what the hell is that word? Dignified here. Dignicated. Indicated. That's what indicated. That's what the word is. That's what it is. Those are the monsters required for the actual fusion summon of it all. So if we go and take a look at my monsters here, I have 3 6-star monsters. I have Aquas. He's got a lot of he's got a decent bit of HP. He is a water farmer. You're gonna need a good water farmer throughout the game, but I chose him specifically for his skill set because his skill set is actually really nice. We have Lunging Wave, performs a lunge attack that increases your critical rate for 1 turn. Pretty much every turn it will automatically increase his crit rate, and I've got his skills completely maxed out. You have Drive. This is his heavy hitting move. This is his power move. Has the chance to decrease their attack speed and their attack power for 2 turns with an 80% chance of being able to do it. And then you have his passive, which is really nice to smell blood. Anytime you land a critical hit, if it kills, anytime you land a critical hit, it will inflict continuous damage. Anytime you get a kill off of a critical hit, it will regen his HP. A lot of people were really confused by his passive and his ability, like what it did, how it worked, but that's kind of what it is. So, runes are very important in this game. You have runes that each specify certain like attributes and what they do. You have energy for HP, vampire that's health regen, violent gives you extra attacks and extra turns, despair has stun effects, blade is critical hit chance, endure. I think endure boosts resistance, Not 100% sure about that, but I think it does boost resistance. Uh, Will is immunity. Guard is defense. Fatal is extra attack. Swift is extra speed. Focus is extra accuracy. Rage is extra critical damage. Nemesis is you get an attack gauge increase for each time. Well, yeah, you get an extra attack gauge increase per turn, allowing you to be able to move faster. And then Shield will give you a shield of, I think it's 15% of your maximum HP. Some monsters are all 6 shield ruined with all HP all HP stats. So that's one thing. But for my shark here, I've gone Rage Blade because because his effects completely resolve around critical hits. His first attack will increase his critical rate, and whenever he kills a target by crit hit, he regens HP. So I've gone with Blade to increase his critical rate chance, and I've gone Rage to increase his critical hit damage. I still have one rune up here that I did recently get. It's a decent 5-star rune. Do need to work on this rune a bit, get it stronger, but it increases the critical rate by 14%, crit damage by 4%, and gives him an extra 85 attack. So pretty much all of his attacks will damn near be crit hits. And he's got a 45% average crit rate without the boost. With the boost, it's about guaranteed crit hit. Like, you'll almost never not crit with Aquas. And his crit damage is an additional 110% of the actual damage dealt by the actual hit. And with his kind of attack points, that's over 1500 attack. So he's an absolute monster. Very low resistance, very low accuracy, but with him you don't really need accuracy because he's got an 87% accuracy right now as it is because of his ability having an additional 80% chance of being able to land the debuffs and then being able to add that additional 7%. So you only have a 13% chance where you're not going to land a debuff, which you almost will always land the debuff on them anyway. And then I've done Kali. Look at that massive attack. 1,504 extra attack stat. That is crazy. Kali is very squishy, doesn't have a lot of HP, and doesn't have that much defense or that much speed. But Kali is an absolute heavy hitter, and here's the reason why. Its skill set, it has cross attack, hits the enemy with an energy blast, and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns at 20% chance. You don't really need to worry about that. You just need to worry about damage. I still need to max her skills out to make her as effective as possible, but we don't really worry about the dots with her. But Tectonic Shift, this is your powerhouse. It will strike them with an attack strong enough to split the earth. It will completely ignore the enemy's defense, inflicting significant damage. If your opponent is using a very, very tanky monster, you go with Kali. Kali will wreck them. In total, her attack is over 2,300. There's not a lot of monsters that really ever get attacks higher than that. And Kali is only on a set of 3 to 4 star runes, so she's not even at maximum power yet. You have her other skill, God of Fire. It increases the attack power and attack speed of all allies for 2 turns. It becomes invincible for a turn. This skill actually got buffed. It used to only become immune for a turn, and it only buffed itself for a turn. Now it will buff all allies, and she will become invincible for an entire turn. So you won't be able to damage her. If you pop that skill first, like if you made her like speedy, like really good speed substats in her runes, she can be probably one of the best monsters that you'll ever have because you can turn 1 pop that and then turn 2 kill something else. But this, just with the way that I have her runed, will hit about 18,000 on an average hit. When she's fully runed, I've seen some of them hit for nearly 30-40k, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's not many things that actually, hit for that much damage. So for runes, I've gone Fatal Blade. Fatal because it increases the attack power an additional 35%, and then Blade because it increases your critical hit chance. Her critical rate is only 32% chance. Not very good, but she does have a leader skill that increases critical rate of ally monsters with fire attribute by 23%. I actually have a monster that I combo her with, and I'll show you that in a moment. She only does an additional 68% crit damage, so, I mean, she's on a really bad rune set right now. She's not very good right now, but she's still strong as shit. She was my first ever 6-star. And then I recently did 6-star him. He is Bark the Wind Pirate. He will one-shot damn near any water monster you come across. Whether it's like phoenixes, fucking serpents, bearman, whatever you come across that's water, he will damn near kill it. Look at his attack. 1700 attack is really good. He has a decent amount of HP, so he is a little tanky, but he's really not that tanky. Like when it comes to arena, a little over 10,000 health, not tanky at all. Definitely not tanky, but he is still strong and definitely not to be underestimated. His defense is moderate. Fire monsters wreck him. He is kind of speedy, 108 standard speed with an additional 14. But here's his skills. So he has backspin, slash. It can swiftly attack the enemy and has a 75% chance of dropping defense, which is really good. And then you have this that absorbs 30% of the opponent's attack bar and absorbs it to himself. And then you have this shoot and slash that does both. So it will hit with the backspin slash first, which then also has the 75% chance to defense drop. And then it will hit with the pirate strike. And obviously, if you get the defense break going, you're going to do a lot more damage. In total, to a Sigmaris 5-star Awakened Phoenix, this first hit will do about 6k. This hit will do about 12k. And that's to a 5-star Awakened Phoenix. Well, Water Phoenix. And that's a really good 5-star monster as it is. A 6-star one, if it's ruined very defensively, it can survive it, but chances are Sigmaris will die. I've gone Fatal Blade for him as well. And it will one-shot water monsters, and it's just on 3-star runes. So if I can get 5-star fatal attack % runes, they're definitely going in this guy, and he will more than likely slaughter everybody that he comes across. So he's just really strong, really good, really powerful. And then we have this guy, Tygeros. He also has a leader skill to increase the critical rate of fire monsters with monsters of fire attribute by 23%. So he has the same leader skill as Kali. I have him as my leader, and then Kali on the side, and then Kali will be able to do maximum damage because the crit rate is higher, so she'll be able to hit higher. But look at that. Look at those stats. So 670 plus 1195, over 1800 attack. Now he has 2 AoEs, which make him really good. He's got this move that, if it gets a crit hit, the attack bar will increase by 30%. But it's not that great of an ability. You have this though, Hellfire. It attacks all enemies and can weaken their defense. With the 70% chance. Now, if you fully upgrade it, its skill, it's nearly a 90% chance to defense break. And then you just throw on a little bit extra accuracy, which he has 4% extra accuracy. He would be at 94% chance of being able to drop their defense. And it is an AoE. It attacks all enemies. And then here we have Meteor, which is also an AoE. Now, here's an interesting thing. It strikes an enemy with a giant meteor, and it stuns the targeted monster, and then inflicts continuous damage on the rest of the enemies for 3 turns. So, it will hit all enemies, stun the actual monster you targeted for the attack, and then all the other ones will receive continuous damage dots. So, Tagros is really strong for being able to just knock out mass waves of enemies very quickly. For him, I've gone Fatal Blade as well for the massive attack because that kind of damage all on AoEs is insane. I have been killed by Togros many times in the arena. And then I've got Rena, who is just an HP support tank. Look at her extra HP, 7,654, and she's not even her runes aren't even really well done right now. I mean, I did just get this new rune, 5-star resistant energy rune, which is a really good rune. Pretty standard, pretty strong rune. Probably one of the best ones you can get, and it has an additional 5% extra resistance, which Chloe needs resistance because she'll be able to resist against dots, debuffs, etc. And she's gonna need it because she's a squishy tank, and that's kind of hard to say. Like any kind of like status debuffs, and she dies. So you want to really build her as much resistance as possible and as much HP as possible. She has absorb mana, which inflicts damage proportionate to your max HP and recovers 30% of the inflicted damage back as HP. It does have an HP buff. Phil recovers the HP of the two allies with the lowest HP by 25% and 15%. Power up her skills, it's an additional 30% to both of those. It's really good. And then she has a really annoying passive called Mana Shield. Whenever she gets attacked and takes a crit hit, she will pop up a shield with a 20% equivalent of max HP, which is why you just want to boost her HP. It's all HP, 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 HP. I've gone all energy, 3 set energies, all an additional, let's see, you get, it's 15% for each energy set. I've got 3 sets, so you got 45% additional HP plus the 22% additional HP, 24% additional HP, and 22% additional HP on top of the 45% additional HP. So you got 22 and 22 is 44 plus 24 is 68 plus 45. So she's actually gone over her actual amount of health, and if you keep raising it up, she'll just keep going her over actual amount of health. She's just all HP tank. This is a new monster that was actually given to us in a recent event, Magic Knight. It's a natural 4-star. She is a very interesting monster. At first, I had done Fatal Blade, but if we go to her runes right now, it's a broken rune set. You've got a full set of Despair, and then you got one rune from Blade, and then one rune from Fatal. It's broken rune set, but this still has the additional attack power buff. I'm going to try to get another 4-star Blade attack percent rune, and then throw it on in its place, just to ensure that I get the extra crit hit chance. But for right now, this is just the way she is. She's Rune Despair because it gives an actual chance of stunning, and there's a good reason for that. Her main normal first ability that is used all the time is Blade Surge. It is an AoE. She hits a single target twice and attacks all the rest of the enemies for a third attack. So it's a standard attack AoE that hits twice and then a third time on that same target and hits everything else. And it's got this, which is also like an AoE. It shoots 4 magic bullets that seek enemies with low HP. The seek enemies low HP doesn't really work that well. It just kind of goes randomly. The skill has a 50% chance to disturb HP recovery. Really isn't important, but retrieve magic steals the magical power from all enemies, recovering HP according to the damage dealt. Also increases 30% of the attack bar for every enemy killed. So she's just all damage. That's why I had done Fatal in the first place instead of Despair. But seeing as how I saw some people with this monster already 6-starred in one night that had completely gone and wrecked people. I saw a video of one of these and it hit all the enemies and completely stunned all of them. What I'm going to do though, when I do get the chance, I'm going to get revenge runes so that when it gets attacked, it gets to attack back, and replace the blade runes for revenge. But until I actually get revenge, that's not exactly an option. But Despair Blade right now is gonna have to do for higher damage rates. Shannon, she is actually a 2-star monster that you can get very, very easily. I've got all of her skills almost all of her skills completely maxed out. but she's really useful for this ability alone. Increases attack power and defense of all allies for 3 turns, and it gives like a cooldown. Well, sorry, it has a cooldown decrease, so it only really is once every 3 turns that you get to pop it. But for her, I've done Swift Energy. Swift because I need her to be speedy so she can land her buff off before I get hit. Because if they take out Shannon, it's game over. Because Shannon being able to buff the attack and defense really is probably one of the most important things you really can do. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, 111 base speed is really good, and then additional 31 to that. So she's really speedy, and she's only on some really shitty runes. But I've gone energy, Swift, just so she has a little bit extra HP. But for the runes, I've gone HP. I've gone defense, HP. For slot 2, 4, and slot 6, because that's going to give her the most potential out of her. So she's pretty good. I want to 5-star her, but not right now. She works at 4 stars. And then I recently did get her. She's the last monster I'm going to cover. But I've gone actually shield energy. Well, shield energy, just because she is completely HP reliant. Mana bubble inflicts damage to HP. Removes beneficial effects with a 50% chance of enemies, as well as the damage according to HP. And then you have this. It recovers HP in the attack bar of an ally by 30% each. So that's really helpful. And then it can actually be used to revive a dead ally with 30% HP at the cost of 3 additional turns being added to the cooldown time. It takes 4 turns on average before you can use this again. You add 3 turns on top of that with the revive. But if you actually upgrade this, you can take that down by 1 turn and then have an additional plus 20% regen. And then you have this, Burning Hearts. It attacks an enemy, stunning the enemy for a turn and preventing the enemy from using skills with cooldown times for 2 turns. And each effect has a 20% chance to... 80% chance to activate. So you can stun them and you can silence their skills. So she is absolutely just amazing. I have not put much money into her runes yet, because I've been so busy working on the Knight and working on Rena that I haven't had much mana left to put into her. But we're gonna go and do some battles here. What's going on in guild chat? What the hell? What the freaking hell? I was gonna be like, hey, there you go. YouTube? I guess that's how we're spelling it now. So we're going to actually go and do a battle here. We have 8 minutes until the next hall, which I actually really need to farm because I need to awaken my monster. So let's just go. We'll quickly go and do giants. Yeah, we'll go and do a giant B6. It'll cost 7 energy, but fuck it, it's well worth it. Dungeon Giants. They counterattack once every 7 turns. Oh, once every 7 attacks. Okay, that's interesting. Laugh out loud. They're weird. They're my new guild. Wait, what? Why are they autoing? I didn't notice that they were on auto. Oops. Yeah, there's a Tigris going in for that AoE. I was gonna walk through this, and it's just like, yep, nope, we don't get to because we're on auto. We were on auto mode. the video is like really far behind, actually. Just really stupid. It's just the lag. So here on this stage, we actually have to kill the boss, Golem in the middle. So of course we'll go ahead and get that buff off with Shannon, and then we'll go ahead and use that attack. Wow, that is really far behind. We'll go ahead and shoot and slash the boss. Look at how much damage that did. And it only did that because of the golem having a passive that protects itself from taking a certain amount of damage. So then we'll go ahead and drop a meteor. And then I think that died. Yep, we killed him. Wow, it's so far behind. I need to figure out what's with Mobizen. Need to figure that out. But I really don't know what the hell is wrong with this program. I'll have to look into some settings, but so this video is just going to be a little bit behind video to audio. I hope you don't mind that, but they're going to be on time, hopefully, soon in the future. Ooh. You'll see how much damage you do to the golem. There we go, we got that defense break. And they're going to drive. That didn't do that much damage like I was hoping it was going to do. And then Meteor. Drop down on him. Yeah, like this is Giants B6, and the Giant in B6 just literally has no chance against this team. And Giant is dead. Please tell me you get something good from it. Give me something good. I really want something good from it. Really? A 5-star rune, but that's not even a good rune. Okay, well, okay. It is a good rune in the sense of its substats, but actual main stat, no. So we're going to have to sell that. It is a shame to have to get rid of such a good rune. But anyways, guys, that is all the time that I have for today's video. This is just like a little introduction. So my name is Origin Gamer. I'm going to be doing a lot of Summoner's War videos, and I hope you guys actually enjoy this. I really enjoy this game, and sorry about the laggy video. I don't know why Mobizen does this, so I need to look into ways on how to make it better, cause for right now it's just laggy and I have no idea what to do or how to fix it. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video and this game, and come back later for more videos. Peace out.